Are you done with your beef? Wellington? Hindi ko parang itago na.
Wow.
Ano ba ngayon? Good morning pala ba? Good day sa inyo lahat.
Good day.
Maraming salamat po for giving me this experience. Yeah, I just landed from Dubai and I cannot miss this event. So maraming salamat kasi I've seen a lot of familiar faces. Pero sobrang akong kinakabahan. Sana kumanta na lang kami. Anyway, sabi ni Sir Martin, this is a complete experience and I'm just honored to be part of it. So,
Thank you, Sopronio.
It's great.
Now,
Sama-sama din na kaya excited ko ang concert na to kaya sana supportahan natin. Thank you very much.
Yes,
oh
yes.
my goodness. Oh, welcome muna.
Good afternoon po everyone. So nice to see you all. Maraming salamat po for supporting us and sana po makita rin po namin kayo sa actual show po para mag-enjoy man po tayong lahat. Celebrate po natin ang Valentine's Day. And thank you po to our producer, Star Media Entertainment for including me also in this very powerful lineup of music artists.
Grabe,
So, I'm
diba?
so grateful.
Good afternoon, everyone. Are you done with your beef? Wellington? Ang saya ko naman kita kayong lahat. Enjoy lang po. Hindi ko parang itago na. So, ano po sa inyo lahat, enjoy lang po natin. Hapon.
Yes.
Sir Martin.
What a long intro. I wrote that. Hello, everyone. Hi, June. Hi, everyone. What am I supposed to say?
Okay.
So,
Well,
I'm one of the five. I'm one of the starting five.
sige, we'll be calling the next, John.
Yeah, but then, when Sir Martin said
2018. What was it last?
well, sabi ko rin ko kasi before na nag-brainstorm tayo, like, may mga days ako na tumatama ng 12-14, pero hindi siya talaga yung concept
So,
Spanish.
ito yung first.
Na concept niya is Spanish.
Wow.
So,
Last birthday ni John sa Feb 14.
At sinabi ko rin sa kanila na parang since it's my birthday, growing up, pag Valentine's Day, alam naman natin yung tradition. That's why sabi ko this time, we want to make it a different kind of Valentine concert. Kasi nga parang, for me, gas-gas na yung mga Valentine concert yung puso, yung mga ganyan. So this is gonna be visually different. Even the, pag narrate natin yung
Yes.
buong show is gonna be different.
Sige, kwento mo naman sa amin kung ano. How will this show be different from all other shows na na-witness na natin through the years?
Okay, so when we discussed, kami na ng first brainstorm kami, like I believe that, that's why visually makakita kayo, that's why it's ang strong nung dating ng poster para like you have castle, like gold and black. Even pag nakita niyo yung show, like we'll be projecting mga playing cards, yung mga ganun kaming elements, is because I believe like when you love, you gamble. Diba? Like, susugal ka eh. Diba? Pwedeng makakain.
It's a risk.
Yeah, it's a risk that you take. It's
We take
either
risks when we fall in love.
masarap pag manalo, pag masakit, masakit talaga pag hindi. Pero, hindi naman ibig sabihin nun, talo ka. Because may nag-gain kang something from that love.
Ibig sabihin ba, ang mga stars natin magkwento ng mga successful love stories nila at mga failed love stories nila?
Yeah, sabi ko it's their story. And even kami, itong concert na to walang writer. Because I believe that all the artists na nandito, sila yung writer ng sarili nilang love and sarili nilang buhay. So we want that yung maging organic na nagagaling sa kanila yung mga kwento. Even sa teleprompter, sinabi ko wala talaga silang babasahin. Ang babasahin na nila ay ang sponsor. Pero other than that, like we have to put bullet points and we have to tell the story on your own.
Vocal prowess sila. But I'd like to hear from Sopronio and Jed your thoughts of what the show will be like. What are they going to expect from the both of you?
well, based dun sa conversations ng team, we had a meeting, we had a production meeting, and we went over the set list, and we're still on the works on it. But if we are going to share about what to expect, I guess on our ways, we are done with we are done with championing ourselves sa competition. But I think if I'm going to share, mas gusto ko na i-champion namin yung stories, which is yung talaga yung pinaka-highlight. And also, we wanted to champion how are we going to gel or connect each other's stories na people in all generations will watch and would want to hear us more. Kasi we are looking forward, of course, not just one concert, but more concerts, hopefully by your support.
Jed?
Yes, ito yung lineup. We look forward sa pilitan. And of course, we're gonna give that as well, yung power, yung talagang intense performance, intense singing. But yeah, at the same time, we also want to pay attention to how relatable we can be sa audience. Kasi syempre pag when we're performing competitions, parang dito lang kami, manonood lang kami sa inyo, okay, and kayo nang magaling. Diba? So, this time is going to be storytelling, it's going to be songs that we relate to, songs that, you know, we haven't heard for a long time, but somehow along the journey, naging theme song ng buhay natin. So, I guess that's one thing that we are going to be paying attention to, the relatability of the songs sa lahat ng magsa-celebrate ng Valentine's together with us.
Wonderful, wonderful answer. Now, we'd like to change the question.
Ayoko nga masyadong i-spoil yung mga
Oh,
magaganap
ano.
sa concert natin, kung sino-sino yung mga magkakaroon ng crowds together. But I'd like to give maybe a little, share lang ako ng konti. Given na matagal ko na nakakasama sa stage sila Sir Martin, Jed and Clarice, but isa sa mga pinaka-excited ko ako is yung makakasama kasi sa front sa
Ayun.
concert na to. And of course, Direct John, first time ko talaga sila makakatrabaho. So, it's gonna be exciting aside sa, it's gonna be fun. So, yun lang po muna yung share ko for now.
Sige, sige. Konti pa. Okay, Clarice, would you like to?
Always excited naman ako to share the stage with this amazing artist. Diba? Sir Martin, si Jonas, si Sofronio, si Bridget, of course si Direct John Press. Actually, nag-direct kasi ng last concert. The third time ko na makawork si Direct, so sobrang excited din ako. Lagi naman, this time, excited din po ako, syempre, yung mga songs, makikita nyo ko yung mga songs, i-perform namin. I know na foresee ko na magkakantahan lahat, makaka-relate lahat sa songs, and there's gonna be a lot of collaborations po talaga na mapipilan nila yung love that time.
Well, this is truly a wonderful, unique combination na makita natin for the first time. Martin Rivera, Jen and Sofronio, John and Clarice, wala pang show na ganito na nabubuo.
It's not about that. The star of the show on February 14th is always love, relationships, and how you too can become a champion of the heart. How is that? Where some people love to live in their misery and so on. So I think John is going to try and combine us all in a way that would look like we have a partner or partners within the show to be able to tell the story of that song. And maybe within the show you will find that you too are a champion. Your heart also is a champion. And that your love story is a championship worth pursuing.
Yes. When you were mentioning all of the similarities that you all had, you were talking about being in a kapamilya and all that, but I think you forgot to mention also that like them, you are also a champion of a contest. Have you?
They don't even know. They're probably wondering, what is he doing here?
You are also a champion in that.
I heard Sofronio and Jet talking. Who's Martin here? What did you win, Bob? Well, to be honest with you, before there was ever any kind of reality contests on television, not before there was television, but before there was any kind of reality
Ito ng
show.
scoop. Ito ng scoop.
Ito, totoo to. The reason why I became a singer, besides following my father's footsteps, is I joined a singing contest, many that I lost, but the one that I won was called the California State Talent Competition in Santa Clara, California. And you had to win the first day, to compete the next day, to compete on the championship on the third day, and on the fourth day, the champions compete against the champions to see who the overall champion.
Parang TNT na.
Parang ganon. Exactly. So I was fortunate to be the first of all, I think I was the only Filipino. There was another Filipino who was in the dance category. But I won the first day, I won the second day, I was champion on the third day, and I became the overall champion of
Wow.
champions. Thank you so much. That was 1981. None of you were born yet, but
Can we find that in YouTube?
absolutely not. So I could be lying. I could be lying because I've been looking for it. Although we did see something, no, in what's it, Wikipedia or something, that talks about that competition. There's no video. There's nothing. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have nothing. Not even wala pang VHS. Wala pa at that time. So this is 1981. So that was my championship. Although that was not my screening board to bigger and better things. So what it did do was make me decide that I would pursue my dream to become a singer.
So you may well be the first international grand champion for singing contest.
Well, back then I was living in the States, so actually I wasn't really international then, but if you think about it,
Yes, right.
maybe. So you see?
I wanted
You
to.
see? That's how Tito Martin did it.
Yeah.
That's why they're the cast.
Yeah, I
Alright,
listened to
guys.
your interviews. I know you mentioned that before, and I wanted to bring that up.
That's the one, thank you.
And I think I inspired a question from Natalie, so she's gonna follow.
You know, during your parang champion mo.
Interesting question. Anyone?
Okay.
Jen from W Copa
yes,
2005.
2005. Actually, kanina we were talking about well, like singers who come up to us and say that you're the reason why I sing. I think that's one of the experiences na, you know, it solidifies yourself as a performer, not just a performer but as an artist. Now when young artists go up to you and they tell you na, Sir Jed, sumali po ako sa ganitong contest dahil sa'yo. I wanted to become a singer because of you. So, the mere fact that you inspire people when you're on stage, you make them believe that they can, kasi nakaya mo din daw. So, I think that's one of those experiences na hindi ko talaga makakalimutan when somebody comes up to me na sinasabi nila na na-inspire ko ang pamuhay nila dahil sa pamilya.
Great question.
So, syempre parang kailan na?
Yeah, personally, I think people would expect that I will share about The Voice. But before I won The Voice, I had so many competitions back home in sa Pilipinas. I think one of the major reasons why I did push my music even in America is being a champion of myself. You know, ini-expect kasi nila na nagsa-champion ka if you win. But even if you always try and not make it, that's one way of saying you're a champion. Because you believe, I can be a champion, and then I'm just blessed na nangyari siya sa America. So that makes me believe I'm a champion.
John and Tex.
John and Tex.
Actually, nakwento ko rin ko ito last year around October yata. Pinaka-favorite kong moment ko being a champion isn't focused on myself, but kung sino yung nag-champion sa akin nung time na sumasali pa po ako dun sa Pinoy Pop Superstar. Naalala ko po yung third year high school advisor ko, si Miss Eden Agsalo, na siya yung champion niya yung journey ko po nun sa Pinoy Pop Superstar. Kasi sa malayo po ako nakatira, sa Mateo Rizal, and then nag-aaral po ako sa Jose P. Laurel, sa Quezon City. So talaga nag-offer po siya if pwede ako magstay sa bahay nila sa Sikaguna para malapit yung pupuntahan ko, which is sa GMA. So parang tinanggal niya po yung burden sa akin. Kasi sa napakahabang biyahe, gigising ako palagi ng maaga para lang makapag-commute papunta sa GMA area. So I think siya yung gusto kong i-highlight sa isa sa mga favorite moments ko of being a champion. Na kung hindi dahil sa generosity niya, sa generosity ng family niya sa akin that time, baka po hindi ko na i-push or hindi ako nag-succeed sa journey ko noon sa Pinoy Pop if it wasn't for her po. Good. It's my,
Wonderful, wonderful.
one of my most favorite
So,
champion
invite natin
moments.
siya, manood.
Nasa heaven ako siya.
The best seat. best.
She'll be with us in spirit. Yes.
Yung gamo process bago ko maging support mo, yung mga experiences ko po, yung mga contests na liha ko bago ako naging champion, yung mga friends na nakilala ko na ngayon, even nakakasama ko pa rin sa stage, yung mga rejections na naranasan ko before na naging motivation ko para mas kailan pa. So para sa akin yun yung favorite ko, yung the whole experience ko.
Wonderful.
And anong nakita ko po, talagang gusto ko talaga, hindi ko magiging effect ko talaga kung show na to, itong concert na to, dahil bukod sa sobrang in-look up ko po sila lahat, lalo Sir Martin, our father. And alam ko po magiging magaan lang itong show na to kasi sobrang kaibigan ko po sila. So, sobrang excited po ako actually na masimulan namin, lalo na yung rehearsals kasi I know na si Direk pa po ang Direk dyan pang aming director, so I'm so sure na magiging magandang concert po talaga to. Tama si Kuya Jed, dream concert po.
Wonderful, wonderful.
As many albums as me, concerts as me, I don't ever level up. I don't make people level up to me anymore. I'm in this business to learn. I'm in this business to share. The moment that Sofronio became the champion of The Voice, I didn't even know him, but I immediately wanted to be his friend because I knew the industry will want a piece of him. And because I believe so much in his talent, I made sure that he stayed on planet Earth. Because everybody will blow you up to make you believe that you're bigger than you are, until you're not. And in the world of competitions today, ang bilis yung turnover, di ba? Ang bilis. Eh, hindi katulad sa panahon ko, ang bagal. Ang tagal bago mag-ibang concert king. Ang tagal bago mag-ibang entertainer of the year. It takes forever, or at least a year. So I can enjoy that victory for a year. Him, maybe 3-4 months, there'll be someone else. And if he's Filipino, all of you will be talking to that person, not Sofronio. So all I was after was Sofronio's spirit, Sofronio's soul, and to make sure that he remembers why he's here. The stories he told of humility and struggle, and being able to live the dream that he dreamt all his life after failure after failure, he's a winner. I told him, you're a champion before you became a champion. That's why he asked me, why do you give a damn? Why do you give a damn? Because I believe you were a champion before you were a champion. And I believe the same thing for each person on this couch.
Kita, andyan na pag yung dancer, and then syempre yung actor mo, and then naging host ka, and then eventually now as a director. Paano, at saka pala as an entrepreneur, paano mo napasok yung pag-direct? I mean, parang medyo luminis ka.
Interesting question.
Di ba? Medyo luminis ka. Let us know naman, especially you're the youngest among the, of course, stage directors, di ba, right now?
So yung answer mo, nag-start siya nung, syempre yung passing, like yung mga buong journey mo bilang artista. When I was malangit na was, like Manang Gilbert Perez, the director namin for Jologs and Trip. Doon sa mga ginagawa ng pelikula, lagi sa akin sinasabi na manood ka ng monitor, tingnan mo kung paano mag-direct. So, syempre nung time na I was like 17, 16, so wala akong interest talaga at all. And then 2017 or 2016, when I was about to renew my contract with ABS-CBN that time, si Direk Lauren offered me to be a director. At first, I got really offended. At first, this is story, parang I felt na parang bakit in-offer sa akin ni Direk Lauren to be a director? Wala na bang gusto makakita sa akin on cam? Like you just wanna give me work, pero behind the camera. So, fast forward, natapos yung meeting na yun, and then I did Provinciano, and then one time I watched a concert of Coldplay. That was 2016. And when I watched the concert, first concert ng Coldplay dito, when I watched the concert, I felt something really different. Like, it was more than the visuals. It was like, I felt something different. After 2 months, yun pa rin yung karga ko.
You felt a calling.
Maybe, And I want to use that feeling na parang, teka nga, parang gusto kong maging director. Parang lumapit ulit ako kay Direk Lawrence. I go, you know what, Direk Lawrence, can I just take that offer again? So, pinatrain na ako with Direk Arnel for TV noong time na yun. And then, 2017, Moira lumapit kasi kaibigan namin nila Sam, ganyan. So, lumapit siya na parang gusto nilang gawin yung music video, ganyan. Tapos parang yung hit pa lang na that time was Malaya. So, sabi ko, alam mo, sige, try ko nga mag-direct. Ako na rin mag-direct ng music video mo for fun. So, I did the Malaya music video. And then, in-offer na rin na para sabi ni Sam, why don't you do her concert? Sabi ko, wala akong alam. Like, I really don't know anything. Technicals, wala. But you know, Cornerstone surrounded me with the right people to guide me to yung vision ko maging reality. And then from then, nagsimula na siya. And 2018, I fell in love with OPM. Kaya sabi ko nga like until now, ngayon sa nangyayari ito sa buong, kahit hanggang ngayon, I still get kilig. Happy ako nasa ko because ang saya-saya ng puso ko sa purpose na meron ako ngayon. It's so selfless because it's not about me. It's always about them. About them, it's about the audience, sa lahat na nagbayad. Yun yung napakasarap na feeling pag nakikita ko yung artist ko, sobrang umaangat. Ang sarap na pakiramdam pag narinig ko lahat ng palakpak, pag may naiiyak, pag may natatawa, kasi yung live, ganun yung, ganun.
Parang sa'yo na rin yun.
Parang glory nung buong show lahat yun, and you know, honoring him, and yun yung pinakamasarap. That's why, sorry sa term, but it's really addicting to have that feeling. And that's why yung pag may nagtatanong sa akin, Derek, grabe, ang dami mong racket. I always tell them it's not my racket. This is my life. Kasi once na yun ang mentality natin, na racket lang to, pera lang to. And for me, this is my life, this is my purpose. In 2017 or 2016, when I was about to renew my contract with ABS-CBN that time, si Direk Lauren offered me to be a director. At first, I got really offended. At first, this is story, parang I felt na parang bakit in-offer sa akin ni Direk Lauren to be a director? Wala na bang gusto makakita sa akin on cam? Like you wanna see me, you just wanna give me work, pero behind the camera. So, fast forward, natapos yung meeting na yun, and then I did Provinciano, and then one time I watched a concert of Coldplay. That was 2016. And when I watched the concert, first concert ng Coldplay dito, when I watched the concert, I felt something really different. Like, it was more than the visuals. It was like, I felt something different. Na after 2 months, yun pa rin yung karga ko.
You felt a calling.
Maybe, and I want to use that feeling na parang, teka nga, parang gusto kong maging director. Parang lumapit ulit ako kay Direk Lawrence. I go, you know what, Direk Lawrence, can I just take that offer again? So, pinatrain na ako with Direk Arnel for TV noong time na yun. And then, 2017, Moira lumapit kasi kaibigan namin nila Sam, ganyan. So, lumapit siya na parang gusto nilang gawin yung music video, ganyan. Tapos parang yung hit pa lang na that time was Malaya. So, sabi ko, alam mo, sige, try ko nga mag-direct. Ako na rin mag-direct ng music video mo for fun. So, I did the Malaya music video. And then, in-offer na rin na para sabi ni Sam, why don't you do her concert? Sabi ko, wala akong alam. Like, I really don't know anything. Technicals, wala. But you know, Cornerstone surrounded me with the right people to guide me to yung vision ko maging reality. And then from then, nagsimula na siya. And 2018, I fell in love with OPM. Kaya sabi ko nga like until now, ngayon sa nangyayari ito sa buong, kahit hanggang ngayon, I still get kilig.